been kind of crazy around here as I've been replacing products, you know, that get burned out or broken or, you know, just basically worn out from the abuse I put them through at the studio. And a lot of folks that follow the show can actually recognize this case. This is actually a pretty old case. It's bashed and beat up. I actually used to carry my Spektrum DX4R Pro in here until I decided to pass it on to Jem. And for those that have been following the show long enough, you'll realize that this is the pink controller that I painted for my wife to match her pink axial SCX10 that we call Pinky. One of the other things you might notice about this radio is that it's a lefty. Jem is actually a lefty. Now, the unique part about the Spektrum DX4R is that you can actually open up a back door here. It does come right-handed for use originally, but it does have a back door that you can open up on this side and take a different assembly, one that's mimicking this, like a mirror, and put it through here. You open the door, you push the electronics through, you pop the other door on the other side, and you hook up the wheel. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Jem finds it easier to drive this way. Well, you know, for me, I'm actually this way. So, you know, I know other brands do this, but I have used the DX4R for a long time. In fact, I started using this radio. I had a white one. I painted mine white back when I was crawling at Ted's Garage when that was up and on the go. But since, you know, when I painted Jem's pink, I actually got a DX4S. And part of the reason is I snapped off this antenna. Jem is not as rough as I am on my radios. Mine's always falling in the mud and the muck on the rocks. And this little tiny pivot point was kind of, you know, a real weak thing for me on these radios. Now for Jem, this is perfect and she loves her radio. So back in the case it goes without me breaking the antenna. Take more than that, of course. And as you saw by the title today, I'm unboxing my new DX4R Pro. Dun, da, da. My DX4S is just basically full on memory for all the different trucks and the different types of equipment we use here to entertain everybody on RC Adventures. I chose the racing radio just because I've had good luck with it over the years. I also use other brands. I love my Futaba. I'm sorry, I do, for running my Low C5T. Even though this is a Boss radio, I do love my Futaba 4PK. But I gotta tell you, the DX4R, the one I was using, I have always had it by my side for every model. And I'll tell you, price point, this is definitely more affordable than, you know, the competitors' models or like the Futaba that I have that I rarely take out. This one also has, dun, 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 right here, the new antenna, the shark fin antenna as I call it. Futaba hasn't even caught up yet with that. But this is a big bonus because it eliminates the issue I had with it cracking off. So this one has a free SR410 receiver included. That is, I believe, a 3-channel radio or a 3-channel receiver, but this also comes with a 4-channel receiver as well. Now, yes, I did cheat. I did open up the box already, guys, just because I like to be prepared, so I know what's coming with a radio of this caliber. Of course, the decal sheet, this is pretty usual. A couple, I'm assuming, and I might be wrong, yes, it looks like Mickey Mouse ears or maybe a part from Dead Mouse mask, but in fact, I think these are just floor plates for you to help drift around and stuff. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's my initial thought. Here's the decal sheet. Beauty. The new DX4R Pro sheet looks pretty awesome. Pretty much like the other ones, but just updated decals. Active vehicle control. You've been hearing me talk about this with the Horizon products that I use. And not just Horizon products. Active vehicle control with Spektrum brand radios and receivers that can handle it. Active vehicle control is basically a software system. it's not software. It's in the receiver. A lot of people say it's a gyro. Let's just put that on the table. A lot of people say it's a gyro that helps control steering. It's a little bit more than that. It also helps control with throttle and your heading settings. Like if you start and you just kind of nail your throttle, wah, that car, the radio and receiver are keeping those wheels straight forward, as well as when you're jumping, it will help you in the air even out your car. A lot of people say they don't need it, and I agree. But I also say that I've raced with it just bashing, not like, oh, I'm in a big race or something like that. And it's been a lot of fun, actually. It's helped me go around the corners extra fast. It's helped me jump even higher. But you got to leave it up to yourself. I'm not here to sell it to you. You can try it if you like. Here is the radio. I've got lots to read, guys. I'm certainly no pro, and because this is a new radio, I've got to go through the instruction book. This has the ABS on it, which is basically a pulsating braking system that helps control your brakes as well. Dun, dun, dun. Moving the egg crate out of the way. It's good. So I got lots of reading. Check it out. Wow. It's like looking at the controller Darth Vader would use. Okay, so check it out. Here is the box, like I was mentioning about if you are a lefty. Here's that back door that you would take. Same with this little plate underneath, because if you notice on this radio, there is quite a few channels, like all the buttons that you can actually reprogram to be like a winch control, a motor on axle control, you know, different types of things, like if you want to set up different steering rates and speeds, you know, all that can be done through the interface here. But if you're a lefty, you're also going to want those buttons on the other side, right? So there is a door there as well. Here is the box that the pieces come in. I won't get into too much detail about it, right? Because they are just plastic pieces that go through. Try not to lose any pieces. Here's a general idea of what we're looking at. Here's the back plate that would actually fit on this side, as I break it off camera. And here's where the steering spindle goes through. And of course you have a front plate when all is said and done. See if I can actually hold on to it this time. There it is. Okay, so you'll also get the proper plate for the other side, just like on Jem's radio. That's how you switch it over. Takes about, you know, 10 minutes, if that. Not a big deal at all. Okay, so on the interface, backlit, you can see main, model, travel, all these different options, exponential steering rate, reverse is for reversing servos. I know a lot of the people that are experienced that are watching the show already know this, but the newbies here also need to know that don't be afraid of your radio. You can actually, there is a setting in this menu where you can actually dumb it down, if I may, where it just makes it much simpler. But for those that are starting to move forward and you want to check out your servo speed and your mixing, here's the place where you do it. Your automatic vehicle control, everything can be set up and done through there. The ABS is the pulsating brake system. Different traction, Traxxas is what I kept saying. Traction, trim setup, and blah blah blah. You can keep going. I won't go through because I'm pretty sure that everything's pretty close to the DX4R that I'm used to running, but there are some different things about this model that I want to talk about, or I don't want to talk about before I read the instruction book, but I wanted to unbox this beauty for you. Oh, look at the holy grail of Spektrum radio. Anyway, you guys, there's a whole selection of models. I only got this because it suits my needs the best, but they've got, you've seen me with my different models that come with Spektrum and stuff. They have a whole different lineup of models for you, all different prices, blah, blah, blah. Lots of people always ask me about questions and whatnot. Oh, what's in this box? Like, that would have been one of the questions. Hey, what's in the box still? I imagine pistol grip. Nice, very nice. Okay, so if I want to change that out, and of course I opened this earlier, there are two bind plugs which help you bind the transmitter to the receivers. These receivers in the back are what come with it. the SR2000 and the SR410. Okay, the SR410 is the one with 4 channels, and the SR2000 is the one with 3. So basically 1 auxiliary channel, a throttle channel, and a steering channel. So that's good. 2 of those. Very nice. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I know I've been crazy like a maniac uploading different videos, but I've just been having fun, feeling inspired. I hope you've been enjoying the show, and this gives you a different look at some of the options that are out there for your radios. I'm off to go read the instruction book. See you later.